My Xbox turned off. Are you fucking serious?
Oh, it's saved, thank
It's
God.
fine.
I don't know where it's saved at, but I'll have to quickly jump to where we were if we're behind, which we probably are. Yeah, way behind. Gonna have to click through
Okay.
all the way very, very fast. Average, visibility, skip class, that one, regret, not working, vanilla, blah 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 blah. Then you gotta say mention so it doesn't murder you. Then you click through all the way to the choices. And you pick the then you start gobbling a lot of
And the
balls.
yacht again.
You want to choose the yacht again?
Try and close.
Right. Let me just pull up my chat real quick. There we go, beautiful.
Pubs?
Yes.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm vibing.
I'm vibing.
I'm vibing.
There we go. So you wanted yacht again, did you?
Yeah. It's the yacht again. We're doing the chopper route.
Oh boy. I'm gonna have to fucking suffocate.
You told me I can fix.
The trapper is very pleased with your choice. Not just because he owns this boat either. Clearly you understand the importance of appreciating the finer things in life. Unfortunately though, this means these uncouth heathens are on my beautiful boat. I'll make sure the help wash it as soon as they leave. That is a terrible sentence. Not exactly the fuck is he saying? Am I stupid? Or are these words making absolutely no sense?
Pubs?
Yes.
Can you read them?
Not exactly a...
Not exactly a general host, but what he said isn't even the worst thing about his comments.
For some reason my dyslexic ass wants
Genial?
to say genial. I don't even know whether that's a real word. If... it's that he made them in front of everyone else, loudly. They're used to it at this point though, so it's time to get to the good stuff. Eating, I agree. As the guest of honor, you can choose the appetizer. Here's a menu. What do you want served?
Hold on, almost there. Damn. Pick the beef.
Beef capario or capaccio? Raw, simple, tasty, maybe even a little risky. It's beef capaccio all the way for me. And I'm sure a group with such particular tastes will all surely love it. Great choice, it's my favourite. Sometimes it's too cold to start a fire, so you eat what you can, how you can. gross. It's not just meat, but raw meat. Will you be wearing a fur coat throughout the meal too? No, it's far too warm for that, but maybe some fun little slippers. The survivors arrive with trays of food as everyone stands around and makes conversation. Enjoy. Please, for our sake. They catch Trapper glaring at them for daring to speak directly to you, but Dwight pushes on anyway. Can we get you anything else?
Get rid of them.
Shoot, heathens!
Yes.
What you can get is lost. No! Get out! Disgusting. Trapper snickers at your casual abuse of these lowly survivors. I guess when you've got a bunch of giant metal hooks shoved through your skin, you form a special kind of relationship with pain. Kinky. Why? Why away a tear? He should have known better than to talk to the likes of you. Now that the help is gone, the killers, you know, killers is a bit harsh. They haven't killed anyone. Today, anyhow. Should we call them suitors or something? I don't know. That lacks a bit of a punch. I'm sticking with killers. The killers have begun to hover around you. They each seem to be waiting for a moment alone with you. Except Wraith. He seems to be studying in the corner of the room. Deftly avoiding any engagement with you at all costs.
My Wraithy boy.
Who will you allow to steal you away for a quick second?
Is this a choice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're gonna have to wait for me because I have like 6 ads.
I had like 5 ads as well.
I don't know why it stacks so many. Or why it does it so
I'm gonna have to
frequently.
wait. You picked that.
No, I did like every 15 minutes. It's only been 7. And I don't know why it does like 6 ads in a row. I'm 100%
I had them like twice.
I'm gonna put it up to like every half an hour and see if that fixes it. Because I don't know why it's doing multiple ads super quickly. I mean, it works money-wise because people get pissed off and they sub to us just to get rid of the ads, but and it also makes us money because of ad revenue, but other than that, I don't want to piss off my fan base. So, it's not a great thing to do.
We're picking Trapper.
You picking Trapper again?
Yes, we're going the Trapper route.
Trapper route.
You make eye contact with Trapper and he immediately pushes the others aside. You already show promise as a
I'm gonna have my way present.
You already show promise as a prospective mate. Therefore, I'd actually like to get to know you better.
Oh my.
So I'll let you in on a secret. When the time comes, I have a private little getaway here on this island no one else knows about. It's to die in, it's to die for. It's a hidden spot where I enjoy all life's many bounties. I want to show it to you. Not because you're worthy of it. Yet. It just yet to go. Mainly because it will piss everyone else off. You chose me. I always like to remind them who's really in charge around here. Oh yeah, and also that part about getting to know you better. That's important too, I guess. Everyone put down your appetizers, I'm bored! And my yachts. And on my yacht, that's unacceptable. Declan, Yes, Dwight. Dwight. His name's Dwight, not Declan. God damn it. Yes,
Declan.
Prepare the levitation. Something that will impress our new guest by the looks of them. Shouldn't take much. Bruh. Carla, make sure we've got both boozy and non-alcoholic versions available. Nobody has to drink if they don't want to. I'm a killer, not an asshole. That's debatable.
Sure.
Declan,
Fucking
Carla, I
just
thought their
making
names
us
were
get
Dwight
a-
and Claudette. Who the hell
Take
are
a
Dwight and
straight
Claudette?
vodka.
Hey,
Screw.
Daryl.
No, it was a, what was it?
It was a
Christina.
screwdriver.
A screwdriver?
Yeah.
A screwdriver?
You know?
Behold the orange juice. I'm like, the fuck? That's just
Yeah.
vodka at that point.
You know those two? Maybe they work on that other island. You trick. Ready your mouth hole. No! Please! Wow, this guy really knows how to sell a drink. While undoubtedly crass, he does have a point. A minigame is incoming, and the success or failure of your quest may very well depend on the readiness of your mouth hole. Minigames consist of 2 parts. Blah 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 blah. Yes, we already know this. And on the bottom there's target to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the targeting area, not the end. Okay, ready to play, or would you like to repeat that?
We're ready. Oh, you're the one doing it, not me.
I was gonna say, please don't make me read through it like 6 times. Ready, away we go.
I'm not that much. I'm a killer, but I'm not an asshole.
The party never stops. Shots, shots, shots.
Shot,
Shit.
shot.
I immediately
Shot,
failed
shot,
it.
shot,
You missed completely.
Oh my.
Perfect. Not bad. Not bad.
This is different.
Not bad.
Oh.
The whole amnestic thing is already a lot to take in without also pouring a bunch of drinks on top of it. So it's not unexpected that you didn't perform perfectly. Lucky for you, my desire for perfection is only matched by my enjoyment in watching losers fail publicly. What a dick!
Me too. Oh.
But
You're just like Trapper?
But don't expect
I'm gonna
luck to
flex
get
my
you through
muscle.
this forever. Overwhelmed
I'm
by
so
this
rich.
afternoon's activity.
Oh, sorry. I have
You
this
feel
yacht.
yourself
Oh,
spinning
fucking
out of
losers.
control. Was it the drinks, the pressure to perform, the rocking of the ship? Smartly, you pound a pitcher of water before everyone goes dark around you. And it turns out a quick nap was just what you needed. When you come to, Dwight and Claudette are somehow already back on shore waving at the boat. I'm pretty sure that means it's time to head back and leave the yacht behind. What a shame too, Trapper planned to serve live monkey brains as an entree. Tasty.
Yum yum.
Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is?
Do you know which one I would cry? I would cry if there were an option.
What?
Clown.
That's what Cap
And
complained
Blight.
about.
I would hope there were options. Blight
Cap
seems like
complained and said there's no clown in the game, so the game's bad.
No, I'm glad he isn't in the game.
You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fancy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh, great, terrific, it seems like everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better, it's that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to the tracker. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. No! Get out of here, we don't want you! Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprise.
It's
yeah.
Trickster!
Well, they don't call him
Trickster.
I'm sorry. Even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole stick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Trick. Real good.
Fired himself!
Oh gosh.
And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big, they can't even fit the table if they sit side by side. Look at this, we can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think that it's an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, and the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. we hope you enjoy. We really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat, seasoned with specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Boo. Which you'd know considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat. So that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey Trick, you think of what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree buttoned down prints, you know? I was not being eaten. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours, and we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change. Because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful and clean. At least it's clean with the meat. It's cooked. No blood. Ugh, you two are and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obvs. The hell it is. Well, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop. Please, I hate it when you fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can't do it. I can do it. I have
But if
my
I find out
Azeroth.
in the fucking backstory that they find out he's autistic, I'm dragging you with me to hell.
Great, instead of slicing
I
it
hope
up,
so. I hope we get that representation.
to a second death.
I hope
Hey,
you.
Trick,
I hope you use
I
it
will
for the
drag you
rest
to
of
hell
the
with me. I will
I'm
grab
like,
you.
yeah,
Volunteer
my
to
main
Felix.
is
I
the
mean,
autistic
dinner.
one.
Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons
Oh.
for 72
Yes.
straight hours.
I will drag you to hell with me. I will promise
And
you.
it doesn't matter which one.
I'm pretty sure I already got a ticket
does
there,
it.
so good luck with that.
When they're done, they will take
No,
even
no, I'm
longer
making for
cleaning
sure
their
you're coming
weapons,
with me.
all while explaining the value of maintaining your tools.
I'll even be a vengeful spirit just to find you.
Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tonight.
My backstory. Why did you become a vengeful spirit? My fucking friend
Hey,
thought
why do
an
you-
autistic character
Why
and then
don't
got
you
it
just let me
promoted.
call it tonight? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. We hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Another minigame. Woo!
Shot, 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 shot.
Oh, here we go, slice! Perfect. Perfect. Shit.
Oh yeah, see, it's different, clubs.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Shit. Not bad.
So I guess who you pick, depends. I think I like
fuck.
this route better than
Missed
fucking
completely.
Huntress, to be
That was
honest.
pretty good. I'd like to see what you
The
could
Huntress
do
one
with less,
would
a
fuck
less
me over.
clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machete for done. Dinner is finally served. For real. It sounds especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, and nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell, I mean. Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Trek. Number two is no number two. One last thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral pond. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behaviour of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you think? What do you want to tell them?
But I'm sorry.
I'm Zoe. I'm not hungry. Actually,
Yeah,
it's
no,
not the food
hungry.
or the
I just
company.
ate.
I'm just super self-conscious how I look when I eat. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner, so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward, I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not to worry what everyone thinks. It's so important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right guys? Is anyone listening to me? Oh my god. Typically a group
Ray,
includes
my
one,
so artistic boy.
if not more,
He's
cannibals
autistic!
staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not
Just like the fucking whole gay thing
like-
where they made David like automatically
Like,
gay. They're like, "Poof, you're
so
gay
please
now." I'm like, the
don't
fuck?
take this as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you picked at least one of them, because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself, but the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question: why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth, the ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it to this ocean character. There's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. You wake up to find Trapper holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. You had me worried there, passing out like that. I thought maybe you died. That would have been terrible. Nobody dies on this island without me killing them. You hear that? Nobody. Thanks, I guess.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Gross.
Spicy.
Don't mention it. I mean that. Don't mention it. Someone might think I care for you. That can't happen.
Oh, we can't have that happening. I'm rich.
I got a reputation to uphold. I'm starting to understand, I think.
It sounds like more like Eddie.
What? What do you mean?
It sounds more like Eddie.
I got a reputation to uphold, god damn it. When you went down, it looked like you hit your head on the edge of the table. If it were me, the table would have been the one to crack open. I'm sure it really hurt you though. So I figured a little ocean air might help you wake up. And I brought you down by the water. That's really thoughtful of you. What? A magnificently muscular, wealthy, artistically gifted Adronis can also be thoughtful? I don't answer because it's obvious. Adonis was a pussy killed by a bar. Get out of here with that garbage. I do not find myself in an unusual position now. Despite the overwhelming probability that I'll eventually find myself standing over your lifeless corpse, I don't want you dead just yet, so I'm here to talk to you like a regular human person. And right now, I'm worried that I might be coming off a bit
That's what I love in a guy.
forceful. I know my mere presence can be intimidating, but I don't want you to get the wrong impression about me, or how I feel about you. So I'll just put it out there. I might possibly like you. I can't say that about anyone, or really anyone else on this island. There's something different about you. You aren't like the others. Henceforth, I think it's time I shared something with you that I haven't shared with anyone else in a long time. It's a big part of who I am, and I think you're ready for it. You watch as Trapper reaches into his singlet and pulls out some sort of rolled up scroll of paper. He grips it firmly in his hand. It's one of my sketches. I don't know if you know this, but I love to draw. The arts have always been a passion of mine. Would you like to see it?
Yes.
Yes, I'd love to. I'm so excited you're ready to share this with me. Trapper does not unroll a paper and show it to you. He simply stares at you and watches your smile soften and fade. And the longer he stares at you, the closer he seems to get. What an interesting response. Thanks, I hope. Trapper looks at you. A piercing look, even through his mask. He smirks, but it's not clear why. Then he
I
turns
think
and
it's
leaves.
the artwork.
Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the breach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their head. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time, and at this rate we'll be late. Playing sick? No, I was. No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favourite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realise this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think you're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. It is really fair to pick on the new. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick and then drown you in his blood. Cause Thea, Fuss and Muss. Cynthia. Fuss and Muss are back on. You two, I know I love to hack, slash and slice. We all know you love to kill, it's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Coming nobody. His name turns to nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so Trick, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's the name. Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath.
I'll be laughing if he keeps as nobody the entire game. Trapper.
Oh god. I choose Trapper. Whoa, whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Yes, of course. You want to hear my story. It's a good one. And an old one too. This is an infamous tale about two young friends from my hometown. Best buds who did everything and anything together. Fish, hunt, fight, skip rocks, climb the tallest trees, climb the highest peaks. And more dangerous something was the more they wanted to do it. But everything changed one day when the slightly older friend asked the other for a favour. My father doesn't want me going out with you anymore, he said. We're dangerous together. We take risks we shouldn't. And if I keep hanging out with you, he says one day, I'm going to get hurt. Do you think you could come by and tell my dad we'll be careful so we can still be friends? Of course, said the other friend, who was always eager to please his best mate. So the two went to see the concerned father, who puffed away at his pipe as he listened to every promise his son's pal made about being more cautious. But when the slightly younger and slightly smaller boy finished, his friend's father responded stone-faced, "No, sorry, this is the best for both of you. I don't want my son hanging out with you anymore, and that's that." The young boys were so crestfallen he left immediately. No one would see him cry. He would not give them the satisfactory. Especially because if they did, they might tell others in town, and they'd all think him weak. Worse, his own father would never forgive his son for letting others see him that way. But he was too upset to go home right away, or to be spotted on the path. So instead, he sat outside his friend's house in a little hiding spot they had often sat in during rainstorms, and when they didn't want anyone to see them trading interesting rocks they dug up. It was quiet as he stifled his own tears, and that's when he heard it, a sound and odour wafting alongside the pipe smoke carried on dark winds. Betrayal. Thanks, Dad. I didn't want to hang out with him anymore, but I didn't want to tell him that. He'd be a big baby about it. It's okay, I get it. Don't blame you at all either. He's soft and needy. You need strong friends. Someday, you really would have ended up getting hurt because of him. You need friends you can rely on.
Oh my.
Trapper looks angry. The muffled tears stop, and the hiding spot that had been a pit of sadness now overflowed with rage. The boy went home. If anyone passed him on the path, all they saw was determination. That night he spoke to no one. He ate no dinner, he slept no sleep. The next day he got up early and sat near the tallest tree in the woods by his former friend's house. It was the one tree no kid in town had ever conquered. Its top remained untouched. He remained there till dark before he finally went home. He did this for 8 days. On the 9th, his old mate finally passed by. "Hey, what are you doing here?" asked the Judas. "Nothing. Out hunting squirrels and sat down to eat this apple," lied the younger boy. "Oh, yeah, sure. I hope you're okay. I can't believe my dad did that. It's so unfair." "Yes, it was truly unthinkable," answered the boy, through a smile that carried no warmth. "Yeah, well, okay. I'll see you around." But before the betrayer could leave, his old friend called out to him. "I'm going to climb this tree," he said. "I'm going to make it to the top." "The hell you are. No one can do that. And they definitely can't do it by themselves." We had him. "I can and I will. I understand why you can't though. Your dad said you're afraid you'll get hurt." "I'm not afraid. He's afraid," replied the friend, now seething with shame and with his own rage. "Oh, forget what my dumb old father said. I'll do it with you. You'll see, I'm not afraid." And so the two climbed and climbed, each making it higher than they ever had before. and then they continued to climb. But whether they would have reached the top will never be known, because the turncoat, the boy who had made his father lie to him, fell before he could make it all the way up. Some say it was no accident, that his old chum pushed them. But how could he? He was the weak one after all. Of course, such a weak child could never send his best friend to his death. This was an accident, tragic for sure, but nothing more, of course. A month later, though no one could explain how, the dead boy's father choked to death on his own pipe. Yeah, definitely a good call on staying quiet after that. Silence really is the best time at the time like this. Shit. What
That's his
about
backstory?
you, Trey?
That was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
What did you think about my tale?
It was beautiful. I loved it. 10 out of 10. Would love to hear again. Say, now that's a story.
Now that's a story!
That's a story.
Now that's a story! Yes, it is. Coin! Guess he liked that response. He's handing you a gold coin. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit, so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves, and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all 7 seconds because Trickster shows up, and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely, mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day.
Hey, baby.
Hey baby! But I want to hear something from a big fish like me, something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in the ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just
Oh yeah,
have
baby.
to find
I
me.
bet.
Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about that just yet. Trapper approaches you. Finally, those dweebs are gone. Now that I know we're totally alone, we could really talk. But let's get away from this ash and smoke and take a dip in the pool. Whether it's water, sweat, or my enemy's blood, I prefer my muscles glistening and not dried. A dip in the pool with the trapper. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him, an offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Trapper looks surprisingly relaxed. That's definitely weird. Oh, okay. The small bubbles rising up in the water around him might have something to do with that. Bro, he farted in the hot tub? Unbelievable.
Ah, romantic. Just like Shrek.
Oh, such a charmer. Look, Trick, I didn't want to reveal anything in front of the others. You never know when a loser is really a maggot. Now though, I want to hear what he's really thought of my story. What was its real purpose?
Oh shit. The third one.
Vengeance is darkness.
Yeah.
To show how vengeance leads you down a dark path. Interesting and illuminating. Trapper stares at you for only a moment before looking up at the stars. Then he turns back to you and stares at you for way too long. He's still staring. He stares for such a long time it becomes quite romantic. And then, as it keeps going on, it becomes downright horrifying. A chill runs down your spine. Finally, Dwight and Claudette show up and say everyone is reconvening at fire pit. How dare you interrupt me? I mean us. No, wait, me. I meant me. Trapper throws his cleaver at Dwight and Claudette's feet. Where the hell was he even hiding his cleaver? More importantly, where do you think his little... What do you think of his little cleaver toss?
Laugh.
You see how scared
We agree
they
with
both
him.
were? That was amazing. Serves the servants right. Clever wordplay. You're alright by me. Another coin! Trapper flips you a gold coin, which he definitely was keeping in his crotch. It's too warm to have been anywhere else. You feel your toes tingling and notice the temperature has dropped significantly. It's getting chilly in the water. Usually it's so warm around you. You mind if I snuggle up your way? Yes, I do mind.
Oh yeah, baby.
Before we have to spend too much time watching you sit there all alone trying to figure out exactly what you're doing with your life, we figured we'd let you know that it's time for bed. And you're kind of the last person out enjoying the facility, so well, the thing is, you see, we can't really get our night started until yours ends, so pack it up, kiddo. Your fireside sleeping arrangements are with. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Trapper's story. Are you being led to your demise by an untrustworthy narrator? Hey, wait a second, I swear to you that you're not. Come on, you gotta trust me at least a little more than you trust Trapper, before you can dwell too much on your fate. Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologise for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and a blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music would put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Mini games come to... oh, another mini game. Let's do this.
I'm still in the ad.
As you relax, you look into the fire, the radio begins to fizz and flicker.
Oh my.
You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial to fix it. What the fuck? Let's see what's on this station.
It doesn't matter what station you pick.
Oh, is there meant to be music playing?
Me and Clubs thought that too. We're trying to get...
Yeah.
Oh, there is,
really
but it's
weird.
very, very faint. It sounds like the main menu theme. It's like boom, 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 boom.
Just turn it off. I don't think that matters into the story.
No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire?
Obviously, rich pick me girl.
Of course.
Material girl!
Material girl.
Material
Trevor, are you
girl.
around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Trevor tells you his secret for falling asleep when he's feeling restless. A heavy bearskin blanket is all you need. If that doesn't work, I just go for a late night walk and punch the first person I come across. You're a real
Oh, there you go. See,
charmer,
just my man.
Trevor. I'm not sure I'm brave enough to kill a bear or skilled enough to skin it. You're certainly not either of those things, as far as I can tell. Here, hold on to this. Try not to hurt yourself. Trevor hands you an entire bear paw, complete with sharp claws. It's like the most aggro version of a rabbit's foot you've ever seen. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. Try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. By now, you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. Had a good time on the private yacht today, huh? That comforting rocking sensation? That was all me. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You
my
awake
God.
suddenly to see someone looming over you. When you wake
The
up, you
fake
find
love.
Spirit
Fake
sitting
love.
beside you, reading a worn paperback. Oh, hey, what? Shh. Clearly, she has noticed that you're awake, but she hasn't actually looked at you. Seems like she's pretty focused on that book.
This is different, right, Club?
It seems like forever she stares at the page
yeah.
before finally putting down the book
This is
and
different.
setting it down. Oh, you're awake. Yeah, never mind. I saw you with the chopper right before bedtime. I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but if you ask me, you could do a lot better. It's completely
No,
by
this is Trick
accident.
we're talking
I-
about. You gotta be
I
with Trapper.
even saw them over
Oh
here.
my.
It's not like I was looking out for you or anything. God, fucking stereotypical, like, it's not like I like you or anything, God. This was simply the best of reading life. And the text in my book is very, very fine print, so it's tough to read in the dark. Don't get the wrong idea. You and I are obviously mind our own business types, not phony look out for each other as an excuse for just being nosy types. But well, since you're here, and I'm here, maybe we've got other things in common, who knows? If we spent a little bit more time together tomorrow, we might find that, I don't know, we get along, and by get along I mean exist simply and comfortably without feeling any burning desire to assassinate the other person. Or not, whatever, I don't even care. Bye. Good night and sweet dreams to you too, I guess. Finally alone for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again, hopefully you're not poisoned.
Oh my God, is Spirit gonna be the pick me girl in this story?
I guess so.
Wait a second, where are we? This isn't oh geez, it is. It's the one of those reality show confessional rooms where all of the
This is your
contestants
favorite
talk
show, though.
directly to
The
camera.
Bachelorette.
I think today really went well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end up in bloodshed or ultimately perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do you think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do? Okay, attractive, mysterious, I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mum in the woods until she was skewered by an elf, and I had to wash her entrails off my seraphim. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major Buzzkill and Trapper, oof. Where do I begin with the Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Jeez. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. If I'm being honest, I just want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would really like to continue living for now. One false step and, well, you know, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason, and they better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm going to kill that Siron guy, or Sharon guy. I don't really care. This island is full of people who don't really like me, so what's one more? I don't want to get distracted from my plan anyways. You know, I think I've learned a lot about myself today. I always thought I was doomed to be alone for eternity, only my creeping desire for revenge to keep me company. Now I know it. You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there is not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet though. At least we make for a sexy bunch, you know? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today's an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagement. Especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island now, it's the type never mind he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that drink. What? What the hell is that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get the name because he brings people drinks so that they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. This type of place, you give 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 10. 2 thumbs up review too. Not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How about possibility, omniscient possibility, unreliable mirror, physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognise the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land, submerge those who defy me, and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I'd like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing that you're into. You know the ocean is right, a lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent and whenever possible start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there's small bugs and inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process, which the ultimate intent of making things for our own enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you two selling me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we just have been here. We should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course, apologies for the last few minutes aside. Have you been enjoying your time here on the island?
Yes, it's been very entertaining.
How else could I describe my stay on this island? Besides, really entertaining. Wow, 10 stars, here we come. Can someone remind me to skip this section next time? Nope. We do need to ask you one more question though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this agreement?
No.
No, I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word that I, Trick, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Yes! Hey, Trick. It's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review because we all know that nobody leaves negative reviews of games, resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing: breakfast. Perfect timing, everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and so much for maintaining these beach buds. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here, a yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far, even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing introspection, though Trafford stands up to talk about how his day went in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is a 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your break. Nope. Now Huntress stands up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all the possibilities if this strange island has in store. How open-minded. Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one else would really stand up during a breakfast too. And just like right here in spirit. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best non-consistently annoyed self, I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to quietly present and being trapped here with all of you while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. I'm glad the introduction of Trick to our island paradise, and yeah, that was in quotations, didn't distract me from my normal routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one else cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions. I'm asking a question too. It's, when will Wraith shut up? And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep them waiting for more. You're getting good at this game. It's actually true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was in short a lot. Before you get there though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these profile killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, Narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind. Seeing how I'm not real, I know. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's confusing I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more. Oh yeah, that's it. How does that feel? Intense? Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right there. You know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear, I had no idea these two even do, whatever it is they are doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so that you know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion somebody left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Oh, come on. A little privacy, please. Dwight was panting and Claudette has a crazy look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here, and that I could hear you. Well, you know what? What do you think we were doing? We were doing? I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun. You're not too big to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death tournament as fun. Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves with every day, and we spend it hoping we stab each other in just the right spot. We won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from. And I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him, Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard, I get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry rooms. 5 minutes is up anyway, good luck, Trick. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, you're heading to the hot tub by yourself. Where you head. Yesterday's a lot so far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up the sun and be it cool. Today you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? Aside from that disgusting thought, all is going to find is a shower blocks your precious sun. Spiky tips like palm trees bending over to screw with you. But it's no free at all. Breakfast was really hard. Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy, kinda lazy. Whatever though. Breakfast is done. No one should eat breakfast before noon and after 4. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later in my private stage on the other island, you know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out, if you play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing. You gotta give him that. And the blow up bat, threatening but adorable, makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not the best. We're not the best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking is not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that is done, and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by. It's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Of course it's Strata. You two have gotten pretty cozy. You should definitely come with me, obviously, remember. I have a beautiful little spot with all the delightful trappings of island life. I also have some actual traps, but play your cards right and I'll warn you about them first. Also, what's great about my hideaway that is no one knows where it is but me. Not Huntress, not Rare, not even Spirit. If they did, I'd know, and they'd be dead. Since you can see, they are very much alive, but now it's still all mine. The kind of place you can really lock yourself away from life in. I know you don't have too much, don't have much to think about. Why would you? You can have me, a specimen so fine I can block out the sun. Or you can choose one of these peasants. Speaking of, before you can decide if you want to go off the trapper, the huntress interjects. I guess you could go with the trapper, but if you want the brawn without the dram, give this little bunny a try instead. I mean, I'm a bunny because of my mask, and I tried to rhyme brawn with drama, but it was hard. I'm not educated, okay, but what I lack in schooling I make up with the killer instincts and truly insane vertical jump. Trust me, you don't know how hot it is to jump super high until you've seen me do it. The view from down there, it'll sure be as hard to be looking at some amateur artwork, not even whatever trapper can from it. Tough choice. You weigh up your options quickly before you can. Only go on one date today, and also don't want to have excuses for anything the word says. Oh, for saying the wrong thing. My brain is failing me really badly. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, life can give you lemons, you make lemonade. And then you die a horrible wretch in riding die after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me favored. So, will it be? Who will it be?
Probably still just go with Trapper.
Just use home crush again? No, yeah.
No.
I go with the trapper. Yeah, duh, let's go. Anyway, here we are, my beautiful cave. The only truly great place on this entire island. Welcome, please, make yourself at home, but not really. This is my home, and don't you forget it. But please, relax. This is where I come to get away from the screams, to hear other screams. I'm not just kidding. This is a peaceful place so long as no one arrives uninvited. And since I invited you here, let me just say, stay away from the water, far away. Do you understand? Which choice you choosing? You?
Yui.
Are you falling asleep? Is my storytelling voice putting you to sleep?
Joy.
That's why.
Ask why.
Hey. How come?
Ask why, I mean.
Because it's a literal trap and you'll die. No silence should last that long unless Rick is around. Hey, seriously. Don't go in the water. Even more importantly, though, stay away from that cave entrance. And don't ask me why. You've got it?
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm a strong, independent woman.
Glad to see you
And my
have
name
a
is Trick.
spine. Glad to see you have a spine. And will continue to have one for at least a little while longer. I didn't expect that though. Interesting. Very interesting. And maybe even hot. Another coin! Please, I don't want another dick coin.
I just look at.
I know you would.
No.
Anyway,
I'm
I
tired
don't
for
really
this.
know how to reward people who make me happy since no one makes me happy, so I guess you can have a gold coin. He sure does love handing these things out. I doubt they really mean anything though. There's little collectibles rarely amount to anything. Now that you know what not to do around here, I can finally get to know you. Nope, actually you can't, because at exactly this moment Trickster shows up. Hello there, you sexy thing. Not you, shut up.
Big love. Big love.
I'm talking to this beautiful specimen over here.
Oh.
Why are you here? And I don't just mean in my secret spot. Why are you literally here on this island? Obviously for the same reason we all are. I think. Maybe. Actually, I have no idea why we're here. I better ask Rick what's going on. He probably has all the answers. Anyway, I was trying to say something. Oh yeah. I want to find love, same as you. I don't know. Sounds like a legit reason. So what do you say, Trick? You want to find love with me? You want to go with the trickster?
Ask why you should.
You tell me, why should I? Suddenly Trickster turns very serious. His pop star persona is gone. I can promise you something, Steffa. I can never give you love. Steffa only wants someone he can use and manipulate for his own gain. A loyal lapdog. He'll discard the second he finds a bigger, stronger, meaner puppy he can abuse without fear of being bitten. But I want nothing more than to love someone and to be loved by them. Not because I'm a celebrity, but for who I am as a person. I don't even know what real love is. No one can see past the person my manager wants them to think I am.
I'm thinking love.
Look at love. Take a love.
But I am more than a pretty face. And a whole lot of skill. And my heart is kind and unburdened by the moral trappings of money, fame and power, no matter how the world is meant to see me. Trapper doesn't need, nor even really want you for you, but that's all I want. You and nothing else.
Ooh. Sounds like
What?
Eddie.
Whoa.
Now what do you say? Will you come with me?
Oh.
Oh my god, you can actually go with the trickster here?
You can go with Trickster in this one?
Can you?
I think you can. Because you've got...
It
Oh my
seems
god,
like
save it, save it, save it.
Oh, you can!
Oh, I can't save it!
You can't save?
Mm-mm.
Oh well, run with Trickster. Ah,
Ah, fuck the trapper run!
Trickster. This is my story now.
You throw
Fuck
your
this
arms around Trickster. I'm yours, Trickster. Take me away. Oh look, you fell for
Oh
it.
god!
This is a little joke here about how we knew you'd be so horny for Trickster that you'd sacrifice your entire playthrough to switch tracks. Now at this seemingly random moment,
No, I got
joke's on
fucking
you.
out.
You got baited! You
We
got
put it-
baited!
we put him in this game because he's an absolute fox. But you can't really pursue him. I mean, come on. He's called the Trickster, for crying out loud.
I can't see. Take me away, Trickster.
You can't
tail
even put him
belongs
in
to
the
the
game,
trapper,
you
get
can't
it?
even pursue
Tricked
him.
and trapped. A real 1-2 combo punch to the groin. So, it's off to Horny Jail for you, which in this case is for starting from the beginning of Trapper's Date. Don't make this mistake again, you big
No
horny dummy.
way.
No!
Bruh. I got outsmarted. Bruh. Trickster's nothing but a fox. Take me away, Trickster.
Oh my god.
Suck. And I had an ad.
I did. I had 3 ads. Oh my.
I had 5. I'm just about to finish my 5th one.
Nah, I just selected the other option, rather than run into him.
Okay.
You probably shouldn't be laughing at him, but you are. And you definitely shouldn't be laughing this hard, but oh well, you still are. Trapper laughs along with you. A rare moment of mirth in this fucking
You can't get me, Trickster.
It's quite
You're
unsettling.
beneath me.
Trickster turns to leave on his own, but makes a throat-slashing gesture as he goes. It's funny how that gesture works in pretty much every culture, from rich and powerful pop stars to whatever you are. Goodbye, Trick, for now. Definitely shouldn't have laughed at him. I'm sure that's fine. Trapper's happy, at least he might be. He's smiling, but it's unclear if he's a happy smile or an angry rage smile. Then again,
That
that's
sounds
always
like
the
Trick
case
for
with
you.
him. Well, thank goodness that's behind us, even if the smell of Flipper Boy spray is not. None of us are proud of that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm feeling a little stressed out, and I hate to be uncomfortable in my own abode. I'll be right back. He's gone. I'm not sure for how long though. What do you want to do while you wait?
snoop around.
A coin! You do some casual snooping and eventually find a gold coin. Too bad it's completely useless. Trapper's back and he's carrying an enormous jug of what looks like moonshine. Non-0% chance it's chlorine.
Oh my god, this is gonna fuck us.
Dwight did mention
Literally.
a bottle went missing from the pool shed.
I'd rather take fucking Hunter's vodka than drink moonshine.
Well, do you want something to take the edge off, like the skull jammed onto a spike?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You're damn right I do. A proper drink for a stressful day. I was trying to be polite. Not sure how people actually do that. How'd I do? I nail it? Truth is, I didn't think there was any way you'd say yes. I'm actually gonna drink the whole thing myself. But I'm quite charmed
thank
by
God.
your
Oh.
enthusiasm.
We did the reverse psychology on him.
Papa begins to chug his mystery drink. But before he can finish it, Dwight and Claudette show up at the mouth of his cave. We are so sorry to interrupt. Please don't kill us again. But we've been told to make a very dramatic and urgent announcement with simply no time to waste. We can only make it on the beach though, which is obviously a very natural and normal thing to have happen right now at the exact moment we need to get you back to the pool. This story checks out. You and a frustrated trapper leave this cave. Sorry we had no choice. We had to bring you here. Yeah, someone likes the added drama. Oh damn, is this a setup? Why is Hunk just walking over to you? Dwight and Claudette wisely turn and sprint away before Huntress arrives. What the hell are you doing here? Nice to see you too, comrade. I'm here because I have a proposition for trade. Listen, I'll be completely truthful with you. I can't offer you any more love than traffic can, only an equal amount of pay. But I can offer you two things you can't. The first is fun. He's a miserable soul. Even here in paradise,
No, we did
meanwhile,
not.
I'm having a blast. You'd be having way more fun spending your time with me here. But more importantly, I want something Trapper doesn't, a family. I want lots of kids actually. I'm going to have many children. Many children have also died to be with me. Now that I think about
Literally.
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 Anyhow, if you want that too, you should leave him and come with me. But you must decide quickly. I don't like being exposed out in the open like this. So what do you say? Do you want to be with me?
No, I'm staying loyal to Trevor. I don't want another incident like last time.
How dare you?
Why
I
can't I run
choose
away with
Trapper for a
Trickster?
reason. I'd never leave him for anyone. Good answer, so good.
Yeah, we wouldn't leave him for anyone.
Yeah.
Another coin!
Yeah.
Ooh, a good
Not
coin.
for
Maybe there
anyone.
actually is something about these coins. Are they possibly the only way to pay your way to Trickster's private island, maybe? Huntress seems less pleased
Ooh.
with that answer though.
You're not getting Trickster. You're not getting Trickster.
Very well then, but I promise I will have my vengeance for this slight.
You're not
If
getting
they said this in the game,
No,
I don't
she
know.
but
No, you're not
only
gonna
because Trapper is likely to kill you before she can. I have to ask though, do you want kids?
Chef Clips, we're the ones that got like so many coins.
Weird Cham.
With you, I only got 2 coins. No, that's the whole reason why we didn't pick.
No.
That's the whole reason why we didn't pick
Why would
Huntress.
anyone
We don't want
kids?
kids.
I have no idea. Maybe for the backup kidneys. Only Dead by Daylight
Backup
fans would
kid-
fap faster than light. God damn it, Cam. Anyway, enough of this foolishness. Let's get back to my cave. What a relief that's behind us. I would have hated if kids came between us, Trick. Or if you left me for a lunatic in a bunny nest. You probably would have hated
yeah.
the
Oh,
cleaver
make him
that
think
came
that.
between the two sides of your body more, though. Had that
What do you
played out
mean? This
differently.
is all about Trick. Trick is in this story.
Wow.
Clubs is more of the siren type.
More of the siren type? I thought I was more of the siren type.
But ultimately, I'm glad we went through that together. You showed real loyalty, and no amount of
What
money
the siren
can buy
type?
that.
What are you talking about?
Because you showed you can be trusted. I'm finally ready to show you one of my sketches, and this time I won't take no for an answer. This one is very important to me. I've never shown it to anyone. Feast your eyes on this.
I wanna see. I didn't get to see his first artwork.
Oh my.
Hillbilly! Oh yeah, Hillbilly! Dude, but they're not like
That
really
looks like
cute or
something a
anything.
kid in kindergartner would make if they had been blindfolded. Well, what do you think of it?
It's amazing. I love it.
Sorry, I meant spirit. It's amazing. I love it. You have
Yeah,
some
Clubs
real
would go
skill,
for
and I hope
spirit.
you continue putting time into developing
Yeah, I
this
would.
passion of yours. Do you honestly think so, or are you just being polite?
No, because I'm trying to get in your pants. Honesty. Honesty. Mwah. And honesty.
Seriously, it's great. Are you a dumb or a liar? Yui's more more like Huntress type.
We're dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
think I'm kinda
I love
sick.
that route.
No
with
shit.
Clubs.
I didn't draw this. I stole this from Hillbilly. No, it's not on the island. He lost his spot to Trickster. My sketches
Good.
are actually good.
Why? Not my boy,
You really will
Hillbilly.
get to see
Fuck Hillbilly.
one soon, too. So long as things go well. Why
No,
don't
I don't
you
like
get
Trapper. I fucking hate this. Trick is the one that picked Trapper. This is the
Nah,
whole reason why we did
Comrade
this
is
one.
Huntress and Yui is Trapper. That is true.
Nah. Nah.
Blight and Claudette are back at the cave entrance. We swear this
I
time
swear, if you say I'm a
we're gonna tell you
Claudette,
the truth.
Snail,
Honestly,
I'm gonna end you.
Please believe us, it's time to meet everyone for dinner. It's fine.
You know
I'm
what,
so hungry
Buzz?
after eating at the hall.
Yeah.
You can pull off
another
as a
like you've
Dwight.
eaten one before.
Yeah, I
or
thought so.
you've eaten a horse today. Yes.
You have like his type of
Guess
hairstyle
which
in this
one
game.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bother.
I definitely am a
You need to
Dwight.
keep
I
on
know.
Schedule. Hey, Dumb and Dumber, I have a question for you two. So much for the schedule. Yes, sir. Either one of you.
What do you
want
mean? I
children?
do date women. Marrying them is a different question.
We can't answer that. How could we even think about becoming parents when all we want is our freedom? Whether it be the freedom to leave this island, or the
What?
freedom to die and
Is this
stay
from last
there.
night?
He's been in so
I
many
have not been in
catfights.
many cat fights. I've seen them.
I'll take that as a no on children. Good for both of you. You just earned yourself a quick death next time. Unless I forgot like this. Please don't. Do what? Forget. Forget what? This is a nightmare. Now let's eat. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon with courting a psycho killer. No, no. You are really feeling this whole
I am
romantic
definitely a
experience.
huntress.
Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including stuff. Rick is here too. We're not going
Well, I
to
have
do the
nothing to
gag
drink, and then I
where
feel
we
pretty
come
bad.
all scream at the same time again. So
My
believe
tummy
me,
has been
we're all
hurting
here,
ever since
and just the sex
you ended your stream, right, Club?
demented as you remember them.
That my tummy has been feeling bad. I had
Oh.
tummy ache.
With your love on the line,
You
and
have me.
everyone is being careful not to offend you by saying the
No,
wrong
you're
thing.
just upset that I didn't join you tonight. Strawberry. I'm done. I'm done with you, Snail.
Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised, as you are, that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you met them yesterday. However, since Spirit seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding on to your heart, she throws caution into the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder's Island, but hey, letting
No,
them have
I
this
just know
one
you're
moment
upset that I didn't join you. That's all I gotta say.
in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that.
What are you even saying, Snail?
He's slowly slithering away. Because his name's Snail.
That's it. I can't tonight. I'm not even
Biryani's
drunk tonight.
food. Bruh. Really? So you're saying I charged my controllers for nothing? I'm sure I wasn't bugging you. Clearly I need to do a little bit more to be part of this group, or I'll be alone forever. However, I don't eat,
What does Spirit care?
and I like being alone, so I take that all back. I don't care what the group has for dinner, as long as we start with shrimp cocktail. I saw a movie once.
Dude, a person that
where
doesn't
these
eat is
ghosts
gonna eat
turned
shrimp cocktail.
into a haunted synchronized dance.
It's pretty bug.
I'm still working
Bug,
out
I
how they did
can't
it.
with his.
You mean beetle? Trick? Stop them from saying it. Beetle shrimp? The most rare and delicious type of shrimp? Beetle shrimp? Is that some new species? Because I've hunted many beetle and many shrimp, and I've never heard of beetle shrimp. Whoever made this game is pretty pog. If you were ever
I
a
just
Dead by
said.
Daylight killer, who will you be? That's actually a difficult
Huntress.
question. You would be Huntress.
Yeah,
Maybe
100%.
mom muggers.
The lullaby, because I'm a siren.
I think I'd probably be Nemesis or Wesker.
I would be Bell guy that goes invisible. Oh, Wraith!
Wow, wow.
You know, yeah, I think it'd
he's
be.
that bad that you're forgetting who he is.
I think I'd be Wraith as well, you know, just to be my autistic character.
I'll be shut the fuck up. I'll be nurse.
I think I'd be Wraith as well.
I swear, if he gets announced that he's autistic character, I am literally dragging you in the barrels of hell.
You know, I think we need some representation in media. You know.
No.
I think we need some representation.
Power.
Come on. We need to
Anyone
kill
who
it. We
sees
need to
them
kill it.
soon
That's on the
forgets.
spectrum.
Also, something to do with dancing. I wasn't gonna say.
I think I'd either be Wraith or
I
Legion.
was gonna say I should. Excuse you, Trek.
You'll be in the
Now you were
cult?
saying, Trapper, you've done all you can.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to get right. What's out with this somehow?
Oh, no, maybe Michael. I don't know.
I swear, Trick would be clown.
Trick is clown. That's why we're playing the fucking trapper route.
Oh, so you wanted to clown on him for his fucking outburst this morning?
Yeah,
I see.
that's why we're doing this whole bit.
Hold on, are
Outburst
you
this
afraid we
morning?
might
Yeah.
accidentally recite some spell and conjure a ghost? Because I hate to break it to you, but it's a bit late for that. And then, a giant osprey swooped down and dropped the severed head on the table, distracting everyone. Trapper, hey, I've never seen this particular severed head before. What? This time I'm being honest.
Oh my.
Sorry, not my finest work, but something had to be done. We've got to be careful about which cultural references we get mixed
Good night,
up with.
snail. Sweet dreams.
Yeah, good night.
Right, I gotta go
Sam.
because it's bed night for me. Alright, night night. We'll
Purple
we'll,
heart.
we'll see you later on VRC if you want.
Yeah, we'll go on VRC someday.
Someday.
Not right now.
We've got to be careful about which cultural references we get mixed up in our with this
What
dessert.
happened?
Dinner will be served shortly, but
Hold
certain
on.
power brokers would like you to know about your day. Would you like to share your
I
day with
just
the
got
rest of
the
group?
ad.
The ad. Did I get? Yeah, I got them as well. Oh my.
You've had an interesting
Why are these
day,
ads
that's
so
for sure.
intense?
But how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not nothing. Ah, fuck!
What happened?
Cam just redeemed the fucking loud bang jump scare in my ear.
Oh.
Oh, oh, I forgot how loud that was. Oh,
Sadly enough, I can't hear it, so I'm blessed.
Ads.
Yeah, I'm on the third ad from 5.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to sort that out because it's getting ridiculous.
I guess no. Say nothing. They don't need to know about your day.
What happened between me and Trapper will remain between me and Trapper. Is that a real smile from Trapper? My god, this is terrifying. Finally, this island has another person who knows how to act with dignity and respect. White and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now. And all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a really supernatural horror thriller setting in Antarctica. Not a charming parody based in set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bon appetit. What do you mean bones? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions arising both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around as they pick up your plate, take your napkin and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants?
Ignore them.
Is there anything else we can do for you? Anything at all? Anything? A manner's book, perhaps? It's fine. We're used to this kind of shabby treatment here on Jerk Island. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit. We'd gladly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen. Something that will change everything. You can go willingly, or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that? We? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Sometimes something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoky hurts my eyes, and I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their place, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh cool, and now everyone's looking at you. So you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades or boggle? Well, we are actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out the way. Who knows what that thing could do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire, or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here, and doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive.
Sorry.
Honestly.
You're supposed to hear me. Get out of here. Yeah. Trick was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not.
Fine, I'll tell the story.
sure I'm going to tell a story. Oh no! I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell?
Action.
Here's an action-packed yarn for you lot. The time I got into a bar fight. The group is interested, they lean in. I'm all ears and I'm not talking about the bucket of them I have on my boat. You crack open a beer by smashing the bottle cap off the nearest rock before starting. I'm at the local watering hole, powering up with my regular 12 beers before I slay at the pool table. Slay is good. Steely Dan blasts from the jukebox. The bartender's tip jar is filled to the brim. I pound the final pint and smash the glass on the counter as I demand shots for the entire joint. The patrons cheer for me. Am I their god? Suddenly I hear the telltale revving of engines outside, motorcycles. The saloon doors swing open. Wait, it's a saloon now? And in walks my arch nemesis, Big Slim, the giant of North Toledo. He sounds sexy. Thought I smelt something arid from aircon when I popped off the hog, Slim says with a sneer. I get up from my stool, the gal behind me rubbing my shoulders, revving me up for the inevitable fight. Long way from home, aren't we, Slim? What are the fine people of Elm Street going to do without someone to sell them someone's second-hand cufflinks tonight? I taunt him. He strokes his oily beard. This story has a lot of specific geographic references in it. I have a perfectly good job at a pawn shop. Why are you coming at me like that? Slim yells. That's fair, I scream back. Why do we even hate each other? I can't even remember. Something about me cutting you off in traffic, but it was a misunderstanding, Slim yells. Well then, let's hug it out, I say, tears starting to well in my eyes. And we made up. What about the bar fight? Oh yeah, we got in a real blowout bar fight later that night. Really yelled our proverbial heads off. But it was just an argument about whether you should say pop or soda. Come on. I gave up headlining at Coachella for this. Spirit laughs hysterically, probably laughing at you, but it's a laugh you're ready to accept. That sure was a kind of story, technically. Okay, that was not very good story. I didn't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad, sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else would like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer trying to decide who might be the most entertaining.
Trapper.
I thought you might.
Trapper.
Trapper surprises everyone by immediately stepping up and unironically taking an orator's posture. There was a young man who loved his young wife and the child they had. Gave the lovebirds a happy life, but one day the couple went down for a swim. Mother didn't return. The boy only had him. Some said the currents took her away, yet others said different. Point at the husband's way, for the young man was fearless, cunning and smart. and he had many goals, both grand and bold. Easier they'd say, done with a fresh start. A wife with her own dreams wouldn't help him at all. Lucky for him, hers drowned in the streams. Neighbours only whispered through of the crime so great, for no one ever accused him, lest they meet same fate. That was different. How do you react to this performance?
Applaud.
Hurrah! You stand and clap loudly. Trickster takes out an air horn and blasts it. Quiet. Trapper is disgusted by your display of joy. Poetry is meant to be perceived internally, not enjoyed. Anyone else exhausted trying to keep up with what makes these killers happy? How was story time? A lot of people to take up pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment, and builds a greater sense of community between the audience and the creator. Tell me, Trick, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of romantic twilight moments. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yacht trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay. You have fun tonight, and try not to wink and be dead. Why did you say the words wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end of dead thing? Dwight is basically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast the ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns, things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be sat next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran away? Far away from as close as we could, just you and me. And those spindly legs would probably tire before you got too far. If it's running anywhere to someplace more secluded to get after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that the corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shed and drinking something locally sourced while tumbling through a public domain novelia printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on here or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we all could move on with our lives, or you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to get around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with this streaming reality TV dating show being happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which pillow will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because that guy.
Obviously, Trapper. We're still going the Trapper route.
True.
Well, I'm glad you finally decided to take this seriously and make an effort. Don't disappoint me. Or do. My fish hasn't eaten in days.
Is there any way you can pause it?
I don't know why.
I mean,
You can
save
probably
it.
just, like, save it here, yeah.
I can save it.
Save it here, because my heart is going very fast, and my body's starting to shake.
Oh dear.
That only happens when I'm very tired.
That's okay. I can continue later on.
Yeah. You need to go to bed.
Nah. I'll be fine.
My heart is going way too fast. You don't want to know how I figured that out. You don't want to figure out that's what I meant when I'm tired.
How did you figure that
I remember
out?
I smacked my forehead right on the desk and then passed out.
I mean, that's one way. It makes me sleep, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I was always tired.